Previously on FACEOFF.
Break the news to you that this is just one of the planted scenario.
This was your setup.
Initially, I was a bit frustrated, and then I just tried to talk to her.
We control our tempo, still try a few attempts.
This is not a holiday, it's a competition, and we're here to win.
All of you have a chance to become CEO. Spend time on being the best.
If you don't have the motivation, you will not win.
The harder the battle, the greater the leader. It takes guts to take responsibility.
You just go to the one downstairs here. You start top.
Oh no!
4 teams, 2 years, 1 final challenge. This is FACEOFF Season 2. After an intense experience in Indonesia, teams are back in Malaysia to prepare for their final presentation. But they only have 24 hours. Looking back, their journey has been nothing short of exciting
I'm counting.
They all look like it. Okay.
Oh, so there they are.
and eye-opening. The clock is ticking. This is their last chance to apply everything they've learned in the Young CEO Development Program to present a complete business plan for Boost Indonesia.
We were quite tired because we just came back. We need to consolidate all our findings from Indonesia and then to present it to the judges for the finals. Nervous as well because we don't know whether the judges gonna like our ideas and so on.
It was a one-day work. We do not actually have a lot of research and data. I mean, we had, but I know for a matter of fact it was not enough.
So for the market validation report, we had a sort of the data team that was working to churn out different graphs and charts to try and sort of illustrate what we found and what the things that we have done in Indonesia.
The whole idea of what we did was instead of just providing a solution in terms of content for the Boostpreneurs to learn, what we did was redefine the entire structure of how they would come in the academy and be learning that.
We all wanted to win, regardless of our team dynamics, team chemistry, who we are. Nobody wants to be in last place. The atmosphere was great after coming back because we were on a high after getting Dreambold. So everyone was motivated, everyone was determined to make our last stand as best as possible. But during the final coaching session, we had a stumbling block as well.
I don't see okay, this is the situation, these are the challenge, and not clear enough, because we only have 10 minutes. So you got to say, hey, you know what, this is the question or this is the challenge you are overcoming.
Our presentation wasn't clear. What we wanted to explain didn't come across, and that was a big problem for us.
We've got 2 hours left for our market validation. I would like to think there's 95% complete. Last time I checked with the team, they said it's just the formatting. So once that's done, we can submit it and then we're good to go with the final presentation.
Kendrick, Ekran and I, we went to the coaching session and it doesn't really turn out well.
I don't know how your work is assigned, but really make sure you have a few people working on Q&A.
We actually got a lot of comments and that made me really nervous, and that time it was the first time that I'm not very sure what is my next step. How can I make all those changes in just one night?
I'm seeing this for the first time also, and I can follow. Yeah, that's why I wrote this down. I said this, because this is very good.
Given a short amount of time, I think we did great. But given more time, we actually are able to spread the evaluation of ideas across the entire team rather than it being focused on just within the company itself. So I think that is one thing that we could have done better.
We call it suffering in a bit because I came down with a really bad cold after Indonesia. and I had lost my voice for the whole day. Could not stand being in an air-conditioned room. So for the most day, I was just going around looking for hot water and trying to keep warm. But fortunately, my team was really capable and they managed to sort of roll out the reports on their own.
We had to truly not pivot, but change our direction of how we were trying to deliver this idea. For us, the last few hours was something that was very, very essential. Many changes were made, many last-minute decisions were made, calculated risks were taken, and therefore very, very intense.
I was like sitting there like after the coaching session and I started to cry. And that actually made our team like really shocked, but no regrets, because I'm glad that this entire thing happened, because that actually makes all of us more cooperative. It was actually a memorable night for all of us.
The next morning when I woke up, I actually had a voice, which was great because that meant that I could actually help with the presentation. What we did when we woke up was sort of try and submit our slides on time. So we did a final run through of all the slides and then submitted them. Then we spent the next couple of hours just trying to stay in sync with our presentation.
Today is the day. The stage is set and the teams are ready. Four teams, 2 years, one final challenge. Which team will come out on top? Find out in FACEOFF Season 2 finale in the next episode. Next, in FACEOFF.
We're all very nervous. We are practicing in our minds non-stop.
All of their hard work leads up to this very moment.
Let me remind you that results were super duper close.